is your homework 12-4. I'm going to do numbers 4, 5, and 6. So 4 and 5 are extremely similar. They are a little bit more complicated than the couple we did in our notes, but the formula holds nonetheless. Okay, so again, the first question you got to ask is, does the intersection in these figures occur inside or outside of the circle? And for all three of these questions, they all occur outside of the circle, so you're going to have to use your subtraction formula, okay, which is 1/2 of big arc minus little arc equals the measurement of the angle. Okay, so in this case, all right, this is where it gets tricky. I'm going to actually erase this for a minute to talk about this. So the whole circle, as we've said, all circles have 360 degrees total if you were to go all the way around them. Well, from here to here is what they're representing as x. From here to here is everything else. So the only thing you know is that there's 360 degrees in a circle, and that one of the parts of the circle is labeled as x. So this part here, well, we know is x. That means that this part here is the full 360 minus x. Okay? So your formula is going to look like this. 1/2. So your big arc is 360 minus x. That's your big arc. Minus, this is your little arc, simply just x is equal to 60. Okay, so this is your big arc. This is your minus your little arc. Okay? Now when you solve this, if you multiply both sides by 2, the 1/2 fraction clears and you have 360, and then if you combine your negative x's, you have minus 2x is equal to 120. Okay, I know this was the hard part of the setup. Again, the whole circle is 360 degrees. The little arc is x. The big arc is the full 360 except for x. So 360 minus x is the length of what I just outlined in purple. Okay, and again, the algebra, when I did that, if you combine your two negative x's, you get minus 2x. Multiplied both sides by 2 to get 120 on this side. And then now minus your 360. And you get, I'm going to erase some of this stuff so I have a little bit more room. When you do this, you're going to get negative 2x is equal to negative 240. Divide both sides by negative 2. X is 120. Okay? Same idea here for number 5. Okay? The only difference is you know a little bit more information. Well, in number 5, we are told that from here to here is 140 degrees. Okay? Well, we know the whole circle is 360, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take 360 and subtract from it my 140, and that tells me that from here all the way around to here is 220. Okay? So now it's the exact same problem as number 4, except we're only going to use a total of 220 because the 140 has been accounted for. So again, your big arc is 220 minus x. Let's do this up here. Let's do the whole formula here. So 1/2 of your big arc, like I said, is 220, because this whole thing is the big arc, but you just want the part that is excluding the x. So 220 minus x is your big arc, minus x is equal to 38. And again, you have your 1/2 out in front. That's your constant. Same thing. Multiply both sides by 2. And then again, when you combine these like terms, you're going to get minus 2x. These cancel. So you're left with 220 minus 2x is equal to 76. Minus your 220 from both sides. Negative 2x is equal to negative 144. Divide both sides by minus 2. And you get x to be 72. Okay? Yeah, those are a little bit more tough. You probably will not see something quite that tough on your quiz next week. All right, lastly, number 6. This looks bad because it's kind of, well, I guess, A, it's kind of unclear what they're showing you, but they also are kind of hiding some of the information. In this case right here, all right, the 6 degrees is representing that little sliver of the measurement of the arc of the circle, okay? Now, the part they're kind of hiding is if this is a 90-degree angle, they're all 90-degree angles. So, again, the intersection occurs outside of the circle, so you're going to take your 1/2. Now, your big arc in this case is clearly given to us as simply just x. So there's no need for that 360 minus or 220 minus x business. So it's simply just x minus 6, and then it equals the measurement of the angle created. Well, the measurement of the angle created is 90. So 1/2 of x minus 6. Multiply both sides by 2. Those cancel. X minus 6 is equal to 180. And add 6 to both sides. X is 186. All right, hope this helps. Any other questions, drop me an email.